I don't know what I'm getting myself into with these two, but let's go. Hi guys, welcome to Leave Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. Keep on. And we are back with so this is a video that's gonna be featuring Joe Meek twice. Two different bands. One is the Tornadoes, and then one is the Syndicats, which is funny. Apparently, one Steve Howe is apparently was in the band up until 1965. Obviously, he went on to join Yes, I think in 1970, as he replaced the guitarist Peter Banks, who replaced him in this band. I believe that's what Wikipedia said. So, what? Oh man, it's like guitarist carousel back then in these prog bands. So we're listening to two tracks. I think by the Tornadoes it's Telstar, which is from 1962, and then the Syndicats is Crawdaddy Simone. I didn't read up as much on the Syndicats. That was the Syndicats. Sorry. I didn't read up that much on the Tornadoes, but this apparently was a #1 hit back in the day in 1962. It's an instrumental as well. It's like space rock, so it's set to like visuals of like, I don't know, astronaut stuff. So let's go. This is courtesy of our patron John E. So thank you, John. I appreciate your support, and I have no doubt this is about to rock. So don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you are not. All right. The Tornadoes, Telstar. 3, 2, 1, go. Whoa. That is so cool. See, it sounds so familiar. The melody. The guy just standing there. Hey, nice picking you're doing there, buddy. I am like enamored with this. I love organs, bro. I find it so interesting that we went from launching rockets at each other 10 years prior to launching rockets at the moon. It's interesting. Technology moved pretty quick back then, huh? Just like today. The Syndicats, Crawdaddy Simone.
Cheating was his trade, a seller of lies, a heart so cold, he seemed to hypnotize. He always walks alone, Crawdaddy Simone. He had no axe to grind, you never saw him smile, but his luck was good, he always dressed in style.
Damn.
He always walks alone, Crawdaddy Simone. He ain't got no friends, he ain't got no friends, he ain't got no friends yet. He ain't got no friends, he always walks alone, Crawdaddy Simone. Yeah. Hey baby, that's that fella, one over there. Go, go, go.
Is this a cover? Holy fuck.
Baby, some black day,
Fuck yes.
Crawdaddy will show. If he comes your way, a man you better blow. Just leave him alone, Crawdaddy Simone. Yeah. Oh, he ain't got no friends, 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 he always walks alone, Crawdaddy Simone. Oh, here we go, baby.
What the fuck? That was from 1965? Yes, it was. What the hell then? How is that from 1965? And what was that? Even by today's standards, that's still a slap in the face right there of like, whoa. It just like wakes you up. Even if you're fully awake, that would wake you up to a state that you didn't even know existed. So that was that Steve Howe on that, or because I know it said Steve Howe was in the band, so I don't know if he had left it by this point. I know he left in 65, so he might or might not be on this. There is not much info on the Syndicats. There is some on the Tornadoes, like on the actual songs and everything. Like there's a synopsis of the band, but there's not like information like in like personnel lists like for each exact thing. So I'm guessing the Tornadoes were a little bit bigger. I loved that video. I don't know what it was like about I don't know if it was like the lighting or how it was colored, or just like the vignettes that they were painting with like the space theme stuff, and I don't know, but like I loved that video so much, that promo clip I should say. I don't know if it's like an actual thing or like a fan made thing or what, you know, but whoever made it did a fantastic job. Seeing the guys just kind of, I don't know, because that was just a few years removed from World War II ending, bro. Like that's what just blows my mind sometimes. I like this music, like, and like the video, you know, like it's crazy that we went from the 50s and the 40s and stuff like that. It was such a huge shift in culture from the 50s to the 60s, and then even more from the 60s to the 70s. So like it's this, I don't know, man. Like this is the beginning. Like Telstar, 1962. Space is everywhere. Space is everything. All about what JFK said. We're gonna put a man on the moon, and it was the whole sole mission there for a while. Even though it was kind of used to bankrupt the Soviet Union at the same time, so you were killing two birds with one stone, I guess you could say. But there's a lot of it's a very interesting history that goes into all that, obviously, and I'm not getting to get into that here because it doesn't matter, but it's cool to see all that rocket footage and that stock kind of footage stuff. I don't know if it's from like a movie or they did it for this clip. I don't know. It was kind of cool though to see the band kind of like intertwining with the footage. The guitar in it obviously was very good. I love the organ in the second song. That was so cool. I mean, I guess that was the first one. It had a very interesting, I don't know, like it definitely had like a space theme to it, to Telstar, but there was also this almost orchestral sound and feel to it at points. But the instrumental of it was just so solid. I see why it was the #1 hit. I really do. So let's stop yapping and see who we got. So Telstar was a 62 instrumental by the English band The Tornadoes, written and produced by Joe Meek. Reached #1 on the UK singles chart in 1962. It was the second instrumental single to hit #1 in 1962 on both the US and the UK weekly charts. So, man, good for them. So I guess from the album, the original Telstar, The Sounds of the Tornadoes. Okay, interesting. There was lawsuits. So French composer Jean Ledrout accused Joe Meek of plagiarism, claiming that the tune Telstar had been copied from La Marche d'Austerlitz, a piece from a score that Ledrout had written for the film Austerlitz 1960. Very interesting movie. I haven't seen all of it, but I know about it. This led to a lawsuit that prevented Meek from receiving royalties from the record during his lifetime, and the issue was only resolved in Meek's favor 3 weeks after his suicide in 1967. Austerlitz was not released in the UK until 65, and Meek was unaware of the film when the lawsuit was filed in 1963. So he didn't plagiarize, and he killed himself. Jesus. Well, I picked the wrong day to do this. Alright, whatever. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Whatever. Clem Catini on drums, Alan Caddy on guitar, Roger Laverne on keyboards, George Bellamy on rhythm guitar, Heinz Burt on bass, and then it was composed and produced by Joe Meek. Interesting. So yeah, I'd say the guitar was my favorite part when it kind of picked up in the chorus there. But just the overall feel of it, even without the video, it definitely would have had a space theme, and it definitely tripped out there at points. Like, I wouldn't call it psychedelic exactly, but there were points where it kind of did have a, I don't know, a trippy sort of feel to it, and that's a very interesting mix. That's what 2001: A Space Odyssey is. It's like the perfect mix of space and psychedelia, and Stanley Kubrick, of course, helps with that. But at the same time, that this also had that. It was a healthy balance of what the fuck and like, oh wow, that's really cool, basically. And the video was great. And then you move on to the second song, Crawdaddy Simone. What the hell was that? That is insane, and I do not believe that's from 1965. They exploded. Like, if you said that was 1969, 1968, 1970, I'd believe it. But 1965, that's crazy. I don't know where John comes up with this shit, bro. But I guess there was like a carousel, like I said, of guitarists and bands and all this stuff back then in like the English. Not even, I don't know if it's pub rock, but just like that whole scene back then. And it's crazy what it produced, like so many different little bands that no one ever brings up or talks about anymore. And, videos like this, they probably won't get they won't get many views, but I don't really care because that blew my mind. Like the guitar in that, the drums, the way that it just built up and then just exploded. Like it just threw out all conventional terms of musical everything, and it just said boom, fuck you, and it just dropped that on you, that midsection. Like, holy crap, bro, that was the coolest thing I've heard all day, I'm not gonna lie. And I was kind of dumbfounded there for about 30 seconds because I did not I did not see that coming in the slightest. I didn't know what I was listening to, but I was still awestruck by the majesty that was that like breakdown or whatever you want to call that. That was so fucking cool and totally worth it. I don't know how I'm gonna add these two songs together in a title, but for the video, but I'll figure it out. So for Crawdaddy Simone and them, that was hold on, I'll go to the Syndicats. So Steve Howe on guitar and backing vocals. I guess this is post Johnny Lamb's departure. I don't know. Thomas Ladd on vocals, Kevin Driscoll on bass, Jeff Williams on organ, and then John Melton on drums. The latter was replaced by Paul Holm on their last single on 65. This was Steve Howe's first group. When he left the Syndicats to join the band The In Crowd in November of 65, which would later become Tomorrow, he was replaced by guitarist Ray Fenwick, who was subsequently replaced by Peter Banks. Peter Banks was the first guitarist, and then he was replaced by Steve Howe in 1970. Like, how does that even happen? But that's awesome to me. So Crawdaddy Simone is a song by Fenwick and Williams. Fenwick plays the guitar solo in the song. So okay, it wasn't Steve Howe doing that. I don't even see a Fenwick. Oh, Ray Fenwick. Okay, yeah, there it is. Duh. Okay, that makes sense. So they did some covers of like Chuck Berry, Willie Dixon, stuff like that. But that's all the info I got. It's all Wikipedia has got for me. So whatever, it is what it is. I loved that song, and I would love to hear more like it. But I doubt there's a lot of songs like that from 1965, because that seems like a one of a kind sort of thing. And Telstar, what a beautiful instrumental. I see why it went #1. That was a hell of a combo, John. I'm not gonna lie. That made my night, and I really, really needed that. So thanks, man. I got to escape for a little bit. I appreciate you. And if you guys have any other tracks by, Joe Meek and his production and stuff like that, I'm totally game, man. I really enjoy his overall sound that he goes for, like that I've heard from these two songs. He has a brutal kind of punishing side to him, and then he's got this beautiful boundless array of sound as well on the other end for Telstar. So it's interesting to see the two ends of the spectrum, I'm guessing, of his music. I like it. And to all the musicians who were involved in both of these songs, the instrumentals were tight, they were on time, and they made your mind go places. And that's all you can ask for music. So thanks for watching. Thank you again, John. I'm gonna get the hell out of here. Have a great night. See ya later.